Welcome. This is Dee with a Single Mom Unguided Life, where we try to navigate through finances, motherhood, being single, and everything in between. Today's video is my cashless envelope system stuffing. I have transitioned from using cash to cashless, but I still want to keep track of what I'm spending in each category. So I still use my cash envelope wallet and the envelopes in tracking sheets to keep account so I know exactly what I have to spend in each category, as well as to help me determine if I'm actually under budgeting in certain categories. So let's go ahead and get into this. Now, we know that from our mid-month there were some remaining money for each category. So for fun money, it was $1.88. I made a deposit on the 11th of $25. So for this category, I have $26.88 that I can use for the remaining of my September budget. Now for groceries, I did notice there was a mistake. I had not corrected the refund. Now the refund itself did not come back to me in to this category. Therefore, I should have allocated it differently, or I guess showed it differently than on the sheet itself. But I hadn't not fixed it. But right now I'm just looking through my spending tracker, which is I'm glad that I have a way to reference when I make mistakes. It's so much easier. So I did notice that that refund shouldn't be there. So I'm just going to go ahead and wipe that out. So I only had $22.24 remaining in groceries. I made the deposit of $160 on the 11th. So for the remaining of my September budget for groceries, I have $182.24 to spend. For household, the remaining amount was $2.40. The deposit on the 11th was for $60. So I have $62.40. Now for personal. I had not recorded 2 transactions, so I already knew that looked funny. So referencing back to my spending tracker, I was able to determine that I did make a purchase on the 6th to the Pop Bar for $6.21. So that brought my balance actually down to $12.52. Then the next day on the 7th, I went to Dunkin Donuts, and that was a purchase of $5.02. And so that left my balance actually to be $7.50. So again, like I said, that's why it's very important that you have a system, you're consistent, and you have a way to backtrack to correct the mistakes. So when I made the deposit on the 11th of $100, that left me with $107.50 that I can allocate for this category for the remaining of my September budget. Now for restaurants, there was one purchase that I forgot to record, and that was on the 5th when I went to Cookout, and that was for $3.20. So that actually left the remaining amount for me $1.71. So when I actually made my deposit on the 11th of $20, the $21.71 is what I have to allocate towards restaurants. So for me, I'm finding that for the restaurant category, I'm probably under budgeting. One being because I'm doing the Grubhub, so I'm in the car more. So I am going to my spots more, like Dunkin Donuts and Starbucks. So I definitely need to look into upping that category. Now, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button so they know that you want to see more content from me, as well as if you can comment if you're cash or cashless and how that's going. If you can share this with your family, friends, and your coworkers. Peace out.